My beloved child, God is revealing what He's been hiding, and even though you may not feel ready, you are standing on the edge of a divine unveiling that has been in motion long before you ever realized anything was shifting. For so long you have been walking through seasons where things didn't make sense, where silence felt louder than answers, where waiting felt heavier than strength, and where every prayer felt like it just faded in the air. But what you didn't see, what you couldn't see, was God working underground, behind the walls, inside hearts, inside situations, rearranging what you thought was broken beyond repair, strengthening what you thought was dwindling, healing what you didn't even know was wounded, preparing what you didn't even know you were destined to carry. This is the moment you begin to understand that nothing was ever delayed, nothing was ever denied, and nothing was ever wasted. You have been kept, preserved, protected, hidden, and positioned. There were things God could not tell you earlier because you weren't ready. There were things He didn't reveal because had you known too soon, you might have walked away, doubted, resisted, or misunderstood the process meant to shape you. There were people He removed from your life not because you were unworthy of love, but because your spirit was being prepared for deeper connections, clearer intentions, and higher assignments. There were doors that stayed closed because behind them were battles you weren't meant to fight anymore. And there were blessings delayed not because you didn't deserve them, but because the version of you were then could not carry the magnitude of what is coming now. Every season that felt like silence was a season where God whispered into your spirit truths you didn't even hear consciously. Every heartbreak became holy ground where God planted seeds of strength. Every setback became a turning point where God redirected your path. And every tear became evidence of how deeply your soul was longing for alignment with its true purpose. God is revealing now that the things you thought were falling apart were actually falling into place. Those sudden endings were divine protection. Those confusing pauses were spiritual recalibrations. Those unexpected detours were the safest routes to the blessings you prayed for. You didn't see the reasons then, but now you are stepping into a season where everything starts to make sense. The people who left weren't meant to carry your future. The opportunities that slipped away weren't meant to hold your destiny. The love you wanted so badly but didn't receive was replaced with a love God is preparing that will not contradict your worth or challenge your identity. There were nights you cried not because you were weak, but because your soul was expanding, stretching, and growing beyond what your mind could comprehend. God was shaping you from within, preparing you for things you didn't even know you were asking for. You have been walking around feeling like something is coming, like something is shifting, like something is changing, even if you can't explain it. That feeling wasn't imagination, it was revelation. The spiritual realm has been moving around you, aligning people, circumstances, and timing. The heaviness you felt recently wasn't disappointment, it was transition. You were shedding old versions of yourself, releasing past burdens, letting go of emotional weight you were never meant to carry into the next chapter. You have been stepping out of who you were into who you are meant to be. And God says it's time for you to stop underestimating what He's placed inside you. You have been carrying gifts, fire, and purpose, and now the season you're entering will require you to step boldly into your calling, your truth, your voice, your identity, and your divine assignment. God is revealing that someone has been thinking about you, praying for you, watching you from afar, and being spiritually pulled toward you without fully understanding why. You crossed their spirit before you ever crossed their path. They felt your energy before they knew your name. They sensed your presence before they even understood their own purpose. And God has been working on them quietly, healing them, maturing them, removing distractions from their life, so that when their path meets yours, it won't be accidental, it will be divinely orchestrated. This person will recognize you not by what you show them, but by what their soul remembers. God is revealing that the connection meant for you will not be built on confusion, inconsistency, or fear. It will be built on clarity, peace, alignment, and purpose. Nothing forced. Nothing broken. Nothing toxic. Nothing hidden. The person God is preparing for you will see you fully, not because they were searching for perfection, but because they were being prepared to value authenticity, loyalty, depth, and truth. You have been feeling spiritual pressure because God is pushing you toward people who will elevate you, not drain you. Toward relationships that will inspire you, not break you. Toward opportunities that will grow you, not limit you. Toward environments that will challenge you, not shrink you. God is revealing that you are stepping into a season where you will no longer beg for clarity, clarity will come to you naturally. You will no longer chase love, love will recognize you. You will no longer force connection, connection will flow toward you. You will no longer fear loss, because what is meant for you will not pass you by. You will no longer question your value, you will finally see the power God placed inside you. This is a season of divine unveiling. God is revealing hearts, revealing intentions, revealing truth, revealing your next step, revealing who belongs in your future and who was only meant for your past, revealing what He protected you from, revealing what He stored up for you, revealing what He has been preparing behind the scenes while you were busy surviving storms you never expected to overcome. You will soon understand why the waiting was necessary. Why the delays were protection. Why the silence was instruction. Why the pain was preparation. Why the separation was alignment. Why the heartbreak was redirection. Why the disappointment was divine intervention. Every unanswered prayer was answered in a better way. Every closed door was a blessing disguised as rejection. Every loss was something that would have held you back, drained you, or delayed you. God is revealing that He never forgot you, never abandoned you, never overlooked you. Even when you felt alone, heaven was surrounding you. Even when you felt weak, angels were strengthening you. Even when you doubted, God was still working. Even when you were tired, He was carrying you. Even when you were confused, He was guiding you. Even when you felt broken, He was rebuilding you. You are entering a season where your name will be spoken in rooms you've never stepped into, where opportunities will appear suddenly, where blessings will arrive unexpectedly, where the heaviness you felt will lift slowly, then all at once, where the people meant for you will find you naturally, where the answers you prayed for will arrive clearly. You will wake up one day soon and realize that everything you were scared of losing was nothing compared to what God is bringing next. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are aligned. You are chosen. You are protected. You are anointed. And God is revealing that this next chapter will be the one where everything shifts in your favor. This is where the hidden becomes revealed, the unseen becomes visible, and the impossible becomes reality. Get ready, because what God is about to reveal will change everything. God is not only revealing what He has been hiding, He is revealing who you truly are beneath every wound, beneath every fear, beneath every disappointment, beneath every version of yourself you created just to survive. You have been walking through life carrying so much that was never yours to hold, trying to remain strong even when your spirit was exhausted, trying to stay hopeful even when everything around you felt uncertain. But God says this is the season where the version of you that fought to survive will finally meet the version of you that was created to thrive. Every part of your identity that was silenced, suppressed, overlooked, or misunderstood is rising again. You are finding your voice, your boldness, your intuition, your clarity, and your spiritual sensitivity in ways that surprise even you. You are becoming someone you prayed about long before you had the strength to become that person. What God is revealing next is not just what He is doing around you, but what He is awakening within you. He is placing clarity where there was confusion. He is placing inner peace where there was emotional chaos. He is placing discernment where you once settled for red flags disguised as potential. He is placing strength where you once felt powerless, and courage where you once felt small. God is realigning your desires, recalibrating your intuition, and sharpening your awareness so you stop settling for what was only meant to teach you and start embracing what is meant to grow you. He is revealing that there is more inside you than you ever realized, more resilience, more emotional depth, more spiritual authority, more intuition, more love, more power. God is also revealing the truth about people, who genuinely cares for you, who was pretending, who was draining you, who was rooting for you quietly, who was jealous secretly, who was meant to stay, and who was meant to leave. You're not imagining the shifts in energy. You're not imagining the sudden distance. You're not imagining the strange tension. You're not imagining the pull away from certain people or the sudden closeness to others. These shifts are spiritual. Your spirit has outgrown connections that were built on surface-level emotions. You are being pulled toward alignment, authenticity, and depth. Anyone whose heart cannot match your own is slowly being moved out of your life. Anyone whose intentions were unclear will be exposed. Anyone who was attached to you for the wrong reasons will fall away. Anyone who prayed for your downfall will witness the rise God designed specifically for you. And in the midst of all these changes, God is revealing something you have been sensing but haven't been able to fully understand. Someone's heart has been awakening toward you. Their spirit recognizes you in ways their mind cannot explain. They are drawn to you not because of physical attraction alone, but because something about your energy, your presence, your voice, your strength, your vulnerability, your heart feels familiar to them, safe, magnetic, destined. This connection has been building quietly, slowly, spiritually. God has been working on them in the same way He's been working on you, healing their fears, softening their heart, clearing their path, removing the distractions that once blinded them. This person is being prepared to approach you not with confusion, but with certainty, not with hesitation, but with clarity, not with games, but with truth, not with fear, but with intention. God is revealing that timing is shifting in your favor. What once felt delayed will suddenly accelerate. What once felt stuck will begin to move. What once felt heavy will lighten. The things you've been praying about, dreaming about, hoping for, feeling but not seeing, those things are finally aligning. You will begin to notice signs, synchronicities, confirmations, and moments of divine timing that feel too perfect to be random. Conversations will open doors. Unexpected messages will bring clarity. People you thought were gone forever will resurface only to reveal their true purpose, some to teach you, some to test you, some to bless you, and some to close their chapter permanently. God is revealing the truth about your destiny. You are not called to an ordinary life. That's why your battles have been anything but ordinary. You are not meant to fit in, you are meant to stand apart. You are not meant to chase, you are meant to attract. You are not meant to shrink, you are meant to rise. You are not meant to question your worth, you are meant to embody it. The calling over your life is bigger than the pain you survived. The purpose attached to your name is greater than the storms you endured. The blessings headed your way are larger than the struggles that tried to break you. Everything that tried to distract you, delay you, discourage you, or defeat you is losing its power because God is revealing the strength you didn't know you had. You are stepping into a chapter where divine favor surrounds you. Where closed doors open not by force but by grace. Where people who doubted you will watch you rise with no explanation. Where love that was meant for you will reach you effortlessly. Where opportunities will come looking for you. Where the version of you that once felt lost will now feel guided, supported, and unstoppable. God is revealing the kind of peace that doesn't depend on circumstances, the kind of clarity that removes confusion, the kind of love that doesn't break you, and the kind of alignment that feels like exhaling after holding your breath for years. The things God hid were never hidden to hurt you, they were hidden to protect you, to prepare you, to strengthen you, and to position you for this exact moment. Now, everything begins to unfold. Everything begins to reveal itself. Everything begins to align. God is pulling back the veil. He is showing you what was working alongside you in silence, what was preparing to bless you, what was strengthening you from within. Your life is shifting. Your heart is awakening. Your future is unfolding. And this unveiling will not just change your circumstances, it will change you. God is bringing you into the moment where everything that was hidden, delayed, or uncertain finally reveals its purpose. This final stretch of your journey may feel intense because your spirit is sensing what your eyes cannot yet see. Something is opening. Something is shifting. Something is aligning. You have been feeling a strange mix of peace and anticipation, as if your soul is preparing for something your mind can't fully explain. That feeling is not random, it is spiritual confirmation. Heaven has already declared a shift in your life. Angels have already been assigned to your next chapter. Doors that were once guarded are now unlocking. People who were once unsure about you are now seeing your true purpose. The path that once seemed foggy is now clearing, and the blessings that once seemed far away are now moving toward you with divine speed. God is revealing that this is the season where He brings everything together, every prayer, every lesson, every heartbreak, every delay, every tear, every lonely night, every quiet moment where you wondered if God was even listening. He was listening. He was watching. He was aligning. And now He is rewarding. You are stepping into a time where the things you once begged for will become the things God hands to you without struggle. The people who were not meant for your spirit are being removed quietly. The ones who were meant for your heart are being drawn closer. The opportunities that once felt out of reach are becoming natural extensions of your purpose. The dreams you thought were too big are being placed into your hands because you now have the maturity, the wisdom, and the spiritual sensitivity to carry them. But perhaps the most powerful thing God is revealing in this season is the truth about love, real love, spiritual love, destined love, the kind of love that doesn't confuse your heart or contradict your worth. God has been working on someone quietly, someone whose heart is being softened, whose fears are being stripped away, whose understanding is deepening. This person is beginning to see clearly what they couldn't see before. They are awakening to the truth of who you are, and their spirit is aligning with yours even before the connection becomes physical or verbal. God has been preparing them to value you, to cherish you, to match your depth, to understand your sensitivity, to honor your loyalty, to protect your heart, and to walk beside you with intention. There were seasons where you questioned whether love like this even existed. You wondered if you were asking for too much. You wondered if you were expecting more than reality could offer. But God is revealing now that what you were asking for wasn't too much. It was divinely planted within you because your soul recognized what it was destined to receive. You weren't asking for a perfect person, you were asking for a spiritually aligned connection. You weren't asking for attention, you were asking for consistency. You weren't asking for possession, you were asking for partnership. You weren't asking for fantasy, you were asking for truth. And God kept you from lesser connections because He knew that anything less than what He prepared for you would break your spirit. Now everything is aligning: your heart, your timing, your destiny, your calling, your inner healing, your clarity. The storm you went through wasn't meant to destroy you, it was meant to clear your path. The sadness you carried wasn't meant to weaken you, it was meant to soften you. The loneliness you survived wasn't meant to isolate you, it was meant to prepare you for the connection that will soon enter your life with divine timing. God is revealing that someone is on their way to your heart, not by accident but by destiny. They are being divinely led toward you, not because they are lost, but because you are their answer, just as they are yours. You are stepping into a chapter where nothing is forced. Love flows naturally. Opportunities unfold gracefully. Blessings arrive effortlessly. You no longer have to chase what belongs to you. You no longer have to beg for clarity. You no longer have to question intentions. God is revealing everything: who you are, what you are meant for, who is meant for you, and what the next chapter of your life will hold. This is the moment where your spirit finally exhales. This is the moment where your heart finally rests. This is the moment where your soul finally understands why it had to go through everything it did. Every delay was necessary. Every disappointment was direction. Every loss was alignment. Every heartbreak was protection. You were never being punished, you were being positioned. God is taking you into a season where everything makes sense. The blessings match your prayers. The love matches your worth. The opportunities match your purpose. The connections match your spirit. You are not entering this season wounded, you are entering it wiser, awakened, and spiritually equipped. The things God is revealing now will not confuse you, they will confirm what your soul has known all along. You are chosen. You are protected. You are aligned. You are stepping into the life that was always meant for you. And this time, nothing and no one will stop what God has ordained, revealed, and released for you. Your time has come. Your blessing is here. Your chapter is unfolding. And the life you've been waiting for is already on its way to you.